the redshirt sophomore. 12-12 here in set 3. Hawaii has come to play. That one off the antenna by Patch. 13-12. The 7th service error of the match for BYU.
This is an interesting thing for BYU and for BYU fans right now, because they've got, I mean, everything in their favor right now. They've had an incredible season. They, you know, basically #1 in their conference, which is clearly the toughest conference in volleyball, men's volleyball. But they are playing right now so tight and so just stressed out volleyball, and it shows in their passing. In the serving, Ben hits it off the antenna and then just gets roofed straight down right there. Hawaii playing with nothing to lose. BYU trying, it looks like they're playing not to lose. Two totally different things.
14-12. Sador continues the pressure. Sander blocked by Averill and then down. 15-12.
Averill doing a nice job hanging around.
Timeout BYU.
15-12 for Hawaii. Knotted up, 1 set apiece. Best of 5. BYU scratching their heads right now, trying to figure out why Hawaii is not only hanging around, but in the driver's seat, it would appear.
The #1 thing that sticks out, and it's a broken record, is the service pressure that Hawaii is applying to BYU is forcing poor passes, and then BYU can't get into its offense very well.
Yeah.
And then there's a few, let's say it's scrappy plays, like their shirts say, that BYU has not been able to make that Hawaii has.
No, and that's just it. I mean, they're very scrappy, and their shirts are.
That's normally not a compliment, but that's
no.
what they,
I mean, no.
You know
actually,
what I mean?
It kind of is. I mean, typically it's like the smaller, the underdog that's scrapping just to stick around. But I think in this case, it's very much a compliment, because these guys are hungry. Like they want to win this match. You know, obviously the way they're playing right now.
Let's check in with Robbie Bullock.
Hawaii is 0-6 all-time in first-round road matches in the MPSF tournament. If they hold on and can win this set and one more, that would be their first one. One other time they faced a #1 BYU team on this court in the MPSF tournament. That was in 2001. Hawaii upset top-seeded BYU in the semis. The Cougars then went on to win the NCAA title this year, but Hawaii is both in familiar and unfamiliar territory here in this first-round match.
Thanks, Robbie. And Sador gets the ace.
Yeah, I don't
just lasers from the line right now by Hawaii. And extreme confidence for the Warriors. This is the exact recipe for an upset against BYU.
Yeah, well, again, BYU just looks out of sorts, trying to figure out what's going on. They're at home. Another big serve. Handled well from the Cougars. BYU with another opportunity. Or Hawaii with another opportunity.
And is there touch? No touch. Hawaii screaming for touch.
This guy here in the corner saw it.
Touch. He's on the opposite end. And now Ron Stahl telling Taylor Averill, hey, you need to calm down. I've got a down ref that can see it over there. That definitely was touched by Boyce. And now Les Callis coming over to talk with Ron Stahl. If video replay was used, and Les Callis is he's gonna say, I saw touch, I believe. Let's see it. No, point BYU. So BYU gets lucky on that one. That was definitely touch.
Yeah, looks like it just barely went off Boyce's hand there. And I don't know why he overruled that line judge, who clearly had a pretty good vantage point. Hawaii almost had a rotation there.
Chase Olsen dug up by Patch. Levaya! Levaya's sick of this.
You know, this game is so weird. Like, it's how fast momentum can shift from one side to the other. Hawaii possibly kind of got ripped off on that call, and all of a sudden BYU, intense as ever, feeling it. Russ Levaya hammers that ball, and the Cougars are down 2. Make that 1.
By Rivera, cuts it to 1, as you mentioned. You said it, momentum swings. It's so quickly, especially with this crowd of probably 3,500.
How fast And that's the thing. It seems like the players that are a little more relaxed. If you watch Taylor Sander, he's never, I mean, he'll show some intensity here and there, but he's never up and down, up and down. He's just a very level-headed player. And I think it's those players that can kind of ride out the storm and just kind of maintain focus, winning or losing.
Blocked by Boyce. Averill, tough, goes outside the antenna. We're tied at 16.
Averill just, unfortunately for him, just missed that ball. Just trying to keep it in play.
Wagging the finger, no. And the crowd's going nuts.
Finally, the crowd having an opportunity.
16-16. How fast it changes, like you mentioned. I want to update some of the scores as we kind of get them. Long Beach State leads Stanford 1-0. And we'll get you the other scores kind of as we get them. Let's see. UCLA beats Pepperdine 25-19 in set number 1. As we are tied at 1 set apiece and 16s here in set 3. The 8 has never defeated the 1 in the MPSF tournament. Hawaii trying to make its case tonight, and it's played extremely. They have fought, like their shirts say, just grab, let's fight, let's stay in this, and we're tied up at 16 and maybe a better match than what was predicted on paper. But you don't play volleyball matches on paper. You play them out like this, and Hawaii has come to play in the Smith Fieldhouse.
Yeah, they really have. And Riley's scoring just seems to go so fast, and it can get away from you real quick.
In this set, Hawaii hitting 167, BYU 263. Not as crisp here in set 3, and we're tied at 16s. Josue Rivera following the ace. Sador dives after it. Olsen blocked and stayed up. Patch down the line, and BYU takes the lead, 17-16.
Ben Patch with a clutch swing on the right side pin. One-on-one out there at the feet of the libero for Hawaii.
Davis Holt out. Johan Timmer in. That middle blocker. BYU up by 1. Service error. 8th of the match for BYU. 17.
As this game inches towards its end, both teams, boy, it's so tough not to just clinch up and get so tight. Playing
Timber.
loose volleyball at this point is very difficult to do.
Looks to the skies and hits the net. Holt back in for Timmer, serving sub.
I think that coach gave him an extra rotation just to kind of settle him down, or try to, and give him a little bit of an opportunity there. Clearly, he's got a nice serve, just unable to find it so far.
Russ Lavaya from St. Charles, Illinois, the 5th-year senior. The combo play goes for Averill. 18s.
Yeah, Averill kind of tweaked his shoulder or something on that last swing, wincing a little bit back there at the service line.
Wexung in for Ramos, excuse me. 18s, crowd making a lot of noise right now. Rivera. Young, 19-18. BYU has passed the ball better.
Yeah,
to come back in this.
I agree. That's a good assessment. They are passing way better, and I don't know if Hawaii's taken a little bit off their serves or if BYU's just finally settled in on the serve receive. Devin Young there. It seemed like that blocker was kind of on the inside and still able to cut it past him.
Jace Olsen way off the net, touch, set her out. Reyes to Patch, triple blocked. Reyes gets it up. Sander, soft blocked. Wexung. Left-handed dig by Rivera. Sander. Wexung. Jace Olsen. Out. No point. The up ref's going to call it. He's saying it's in.
Oh, he saw it in. Surprising. Overrules the line judge, who's right on the line and was very slow to raise his flag. But up ref apparently saw that ball in. Look at Kevin Willett there, the line judge. Oh yeah, that's in by more than a foot. Well inside the line.
Jace Olsen, who has 3 aces tonight, came in with 8.
Well, maybe, no, look at Josue.
Good hustle. West with the kill gives Hawaii the lead back 20-19. I don't know what got into Olsen. You literally come in with 8 and then you have 3?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Not to mention, and you can't quantify, I guess, at regular stat level, the pressure that you put on if it's not an ace.
Yeah. Well, and the difference in his serving is he's not just swinging away, but he's hitting spots. So many times he's gone right in between the 2 passers. And with that kind of heat, there's just a microsecond to make that decision. Mine, yours, in, out. And clearly BYU has struggled with that tonight. Knotted up 20 apiece. BYU's toughest server at the line. A little bit of a roll.
Sador blocked but out. 21-20. Sador with 12 kills, a team high. Patch has a match high 15, hitting 440. We're tied at 1 set apiece. 25-19 for BYU in set 1. 25-20 for Hawaii. And now here in set 3, Hawaii trying to take the edge here. Again, BYU won the league by 3 games in the regular season, but it doesn't guarantee that BYU is going to get that outlaw to the NCAA tournament should they lose tonight. BYU needs to win this match.
They really do. The tension inside this building is palpable. Like, seriously, I cannot relax.
Patch gets the kill, make it 16 for the freshman of the year in the conference, 21. There's a handful of times a year, as Rob Stowell continues to wave the finger, the starting opposite for last year in the past 3 years, where you feel this kind of intensity. When BYU plays Irvine and a couple years ago in USC and Long Beach, you feel it. Yeah. Tonight, it's big time tonight.
Got it through.
There's just a extra something in everything that Hawaii's doing right now. Like you said, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, and they're leaving it all.
To win this match.
Yeah, they're leaving it all on the floor. There is a lot of fight in this team. A lot of scrap, you might say.
Wexung out. 22. Now it comes to it. The end of 3, set 3. As Taylor Sander had 2 kills to start the set, but has not had a kill since, hitting 158. That man and his right arm specifically has been what BYU's leaned on here in set number 3. 6 kills this set for Ben Patch.
Big serve there. His last one went into the antenna. Got it by again.
Blocked and it goes down. 23-22, 13 for Sador, who had 31 kills, a career high in his last match last weekend to get into the tournament.
As effective as BYU's pin hitters are, Hawaii is answering stride for stride. Got it again.
Hawaii. Boyce yelling, "I'm front row."
Boyce is like, wait a second, I'm front row. That's not. Oh, he's saying that ball was on Hawaii's side of the net?
And then Boyce touched it? So Boyce is over the plane on that?
I think that's what he was motioning when, as he's talking to Boyce. No, clearly on the plane. And I honestly, I don't know if he's saving face, but I think the up ref might have thought Boyce was in the back row. And he's, I don't know, I don't want to say that, but there was nothing wrong with that play. Boyce didn't net. The ball was on the plane, clearly. There should be a replay, if anything.